First time out on the does this year. Weather has dropped, which is good. Nice bit of frost this morning. First bit of frost we've had this year, really. Wind's not really playing in my favour at the minute. Can't work out what way it's going. So it could be I have to do the hard stalk up, cut through all the thick stuff to get round on the deer. But I'll be able to tell more as I get further up. Can't really work it out. But nice fresh morning, weather's looking good. I was meant to be out yesterday, but the weather was absolutely terrible, so I thought I'd give it a day off. Come today where it's meant to be nice weather, sun's going to come out. And with this frost this morning, as the sun comes up and the warmth gets up, deer should be out, start picking at the grass. So a bit of luck, should see some deer today. Right, I'm up to the top part of the wood now. The wind is pretty much non-existent. There is a slight wind in the wrong direction. But I'm going to take the gamble of going up the easy way, because it'll cut down time, and just take a gamble on the wind not being too strong once I get up there. As I say, it's not blowing hard, so if they are going to be smelling me anyway, it's not because of the wind direction, it's because they smelt me. Because the other option is do the long trek through all the thick stuff and then come back round on them, where they're usually out on the top, but I don't think the wind's enough to give me that concern. And also it is slightly quartering off, so it could be doing something a little bit different up there. So I'm going to make my way up the easy bit. I mean, I say it's an easy bit, it's still rough going. I've got to go through all that. And then I'm up at the top, nice little open bit, where they like coming out when the sun's like this. So I'll go up this way and hope the wind's not going to be blowing me scent too much, and just take a gamble on that. Right, I'm up at the top now. Wind is a bit stronger, but it is still doing that bit of a quarter, so it'll be blowing in the wood. So if I'm stalking the edge of the wood, if anything's out, it should be alright. It's just that if anything's in the wood, it's going to smell me, which could give me the idea they could pop out and have a look what I am. But it's my only option really. Could have gone and done the big stalk down, but by the time I got up there, it would have been probably too late catching the first feed. So I'll stalk through here, hopefully. If not, I've got another plan and hit the other wood with a new plant like I usually do. See if anything's out there. But a bit of luck, behind these trees they'll be coming out because of the sun. As it hits this bank, it gets really warm from. Right, that should be a doe down. As I stalked in, I did bump one, and I thought, oh, that's ruined it for me. And I was just about to sit down somewhere, and I noticed two heat sources coming from behind me, the path I've just come from, and it was a doe and a kid buck. So I was watching them for ages, and they were just slightly skylined. So I just had to wait for her to make her way towards the wood, where it gave a good solid bank behind her. Took the shot, good heart-lung reaction. So she ran to the wood. I think she'll just be down in the wood, to be fair. So I'll just give her a minute and then I'll make my way over and do my grolic. It looked like a good shot. So I can't see her have gone far, but I'll just give her a minute to make sure she's definitely down. I've just got in the wood now and I'm struggling to find her. Definite hit. I've been to the shot site, which I'll clip in here. There's bone fragment and fur. So have I risked it? I don't know. I hope I haven't. She looked hit hard, but there's no blood trail, which I've had with coppers before, to be fair. But I'm in the wood now and I'm just firmly looking around. Hopefully I should come across her, because it was a good solid hit. So I'm sure she's down somewhere, but the issue is, obviously in all this, trying to find her. Well, I'll just take my time, no rush. When you start rushing, you start panicking, and that's when you start losing stuff. But I think she'll be down somewhere. It's just got to push through and try and find her. She's there. Spotted her with thermal. God, I'm getting a bit worried for a bit, because it's a good 30-minute search in this wood that I've been looking for her. Let's have a look at where the shot is. I'm reckoning it's going to have been a bit back, but let's have a look. Yeah. I'm thinking I've hit about here, but I've not. It's about here. Oh, right on money shot at heart. exit wound right there. So I'm surprised there's not been a blood trail from that. Nothing at all. Like I say, I'm probably about, God, 30, 40 yards into the wood. Oh, that's put my mind at ease. I'm happy about that. Because like I say, that was a difficult retrieve, that. And it always gets you a bit worried. When you know, you think they've got shots good. Looking at her there, it's a bit low. I usually like my high shoulder. But I have shot a bit low. But I've pinned her heart. So it's amazing how far she's gone. Because she was good 40 yards out from the wood. And then she's gone another 40 yards in the wood. So it's amazing how far they can run. But yeah, we'll get a grollock now, and then make me plan off the hill. I'll probably go straight through the trees if I'm honest, instead of trying to get through. But I'm really happy with that, because I were getting a bit worried there. I don't like it when you can't see the deer go down, and there's nothing worse when they get in this thick stuff, because for some reason they get super strength and they can just go for miles. But looks like a good shot. Get a grollock and we'll have a bit look more, see what damage we've done. As I say, still going to say it was a bit low. I should have shot a bit higher, which I normally do. Don't know why I did that. Something took over. But she's down, she's here. I'll get her grollocked and hopefully easy track back out. Yeah, so grollocked. Just nicked top at heart and lung there and split. I thought I would have hit bottom at heart, to be fair. Can't really see much on that, but click the lungs there. Like I say, entrance wounds right there, and it's come out a bit higher, deflected up, smashed the leg. And as I say, it's not the perfect shot, should have been a bit higher, but luckily deer's down, we found her. As I say, it was an hard retrieve because just trying to locate where we are in this wood's hard enough. I'm going to walk out in a minute and just have a look where we are in relation to it and see if I can try and track back. But as I say, I can't really get a blood trail, so I'm not too sure if I can work out the path she's took. But yeah, good deer down. But yeah, I'll go and have a look now, see if I can work out the path that she's took. Alright, so there's the shot site, and then she's ran that way, went in the wood. I'm assuming, judging at the video, it were just behind this tree here. Like I say, I'm out of breath walking this way, so I don't know how she ran. She must have gone in here. So like I say, that's a good 30 yards. There's not a drop of blood. Yeah, so she's gone in here somewhere. So there is a bit of a deer track here. She wouldn't have gone through all that. And she's weighed away through all this. Managed to get all this way. Come through all that to end up dropping there. So fair play. So I'm glad I found her really, because that was a difficult one without a dog. But yeah, I'm happy with that. She's grollocked now, been found. Like I say, not the best of shots, but it killed, it did the job. So what I'm going to do now is just have a bit of a smoke, a relax, catch my breath, and then make my plan down back to the car, because I had a good morning, successful, and had the bit of a heart pumping moment trying to find her. Reasons I have my smoke after I've shot a deer sometimes is it gives a good reflection time where you can just sit down, think about the hunt that you've just had. And as I said, I've had all the emotions there, the excitement of getting on deer, excitement of taking the shot, and then the worry of not being able to find the deer, and then the enjoyment of actually finding it. Every emotion went through me there, so you get a bit buzzed up, and it's good just to sit down, take a few minutes, and just think about it. As I say, I've really enjoyed this morning. It's been a good stalk, deer on the ground, and it helped me hone my skills on tracking deer afterwards, because a lot of the time my deer go straight down and it's quite an easy retrieve. This one's probably been most difficult one I've had in a while, and as I say, once you're in this sort of stuff here, it does get daunting, and that's why good thermal's good for finding. And again, I know people probably comment and go, that's why you need a dog, but I've been through that before. I just don't have the time to train a dog. As I say, if it got any worse there, if I'd spent a good couple of hours not finding it, that would have been ring a dog team, and someone would have been able to find that. A dog would have found that very easy. But as I say, it's just the idea of not giving up. Once you're in the wood, just keep looking. You don't always have that blood trail, and the evidence is there. There was a deer down, and it's gone a good 40 yards into the wood. But yeah, good morning. Enjoyed myself. It's good to get back out on the road. It's been a while. I might be out next week as well. I think my dad's out with me. And then I've got a Chinese water day trip booked in December, so hopefully get some footage on that. But if you've watched to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe, and there's more videos on the way.